Before we go any further, let's see how we save a presentation in Microsoft PowerPoint like we did in the basics. To save a presentation, we go into the File tab and we go in and select Save or Save As. If you save it for the first time, it doesn't really matter. And then we will be looking at the default place to save the file. I'm going to select here the desktop. Now I'm going to save my presentation on the desktop. I'm going to leave the save as type as by default PPTX. You can, as you click in there, you will have various options that allows you to save your PowerPoint presentation. We're pretty much going to be talking about some of this, but then now we're going to just save this as a PowerPoint presentation, and then we save it. Now we are going to be inserting slides from other presentations. Remember earlier we saved a slide and we called that slide to be the organization the organization structure. Now for you to insert slides that comes from other presentation, you need to be on the slide menu and insert a slide. In this we can insert a new slide as we have been doing, but if you go down there you will find the menu called reuse slides. So we click in there. Microsoft PowerPoint give us an option to go in and select or browse for the slide that we are looking for. Click in there and then we say we want to browse for the file, and we find the file. It's called company structure. Open the file, and because there is only one slide in there, we find the slide. You will see there by default when you click on that slide, you will find that the slide is taking the formatting property of the current presentation. It looks pretty much the same as the presentations that the slides that we have in here. If you right click in here, you can actually apply this theme to all the slides in the presentation. You can actually apply to a selected slide, which means if I want, I can go in and say the first slide in my presentation should be the same as this theme, or should take the formatting of this theme. So if I say apply to this slide, it will apply to all my slides. I actually don't want it to apply to all my slides. I want it to actually, the theme to actually apply to this last slide, which means I apply to the selected slide. Alright, we don't want this menu. We go back and we're saying this theme is actually applied to the first slide in our presentation. But of importance is that we have actually inserted a slide that we did earlier, or that we actually have created in the earlier lesson. Now in this slide, we're going to continue to insert various tools in Microsoft PowerPoint. In this case, we're going to insert a smart art. And the smart art that we're going to insert should be a hierarchy, which actually will tell us who's doing what in the company, or who's actually running the company. Let's click on that hierarchy slide and then we go okay. Now this is one of the objects that you can insert into your presentation. Here we can actually add text directly into there, and we say this person, it's actually the technical manager in this little business of ours. If we get there, we've got an option to actually insert an assistant, If we go in and say this person, it's the assistant manager, and what you can do here is, if your business doesn't have so much people, you can actually go in and delete some of um, the boxes that you don't need in there, and you can as well go into each one of these boxes and actually change the text properties in there. Let me go in and just change the color in there, so you can actually change text in there, and change how the text is displayed. This one, select this area, and then based on that, I want to go in and format all the other slides. I just want to quickly go in, pick up the format painter, come into each and every one of the slides and change the font properties of the slides. What you can do with this particular object is, you can as well go in and add various shapes. So if I've got a shape here and I've got a person that I want to add but who's not actually reporting to the technical manager, I can go in and simply just add a um, new text box in there, which actually it's not a person reporting to the technical manager. You can actually delete the ones you don't want. You can change the layout of this text boxes, but in this case, let's just click in to add the structure into our presentation. Later in the intermediate level, we will see how we can manipulate all these text boxes to suit our presentation.